In the last video, I talked about your physiology and how it influences how you feel. Your physiology being your present posture, how you're standing or sitting or moving, and even what you're doing with your eyes, then combined with your present breathing pattern. So think of physiology as both your external and internal physical state. Now, you already know that if you hunch your body, drop your head down towards the ground and breathe shallow, then you're not going to feel as good as when you lift your chest and chin slightly and breathe deeper. There's a reason why soldiers are made to stand with good posture. There's a reason sports people get themselves in a good physiology before a performance. Physiology has a strong influence on how you feel. And in this video, I'm going to share with you something called power poses. Now, in her excellent TED Talk, Amy Cuddy presents the concept of using power poses to help you feel more confident and positive. She advocates that holding a power pose can help you feel ready to perform in a job interview or a meeting or something else that's important to you. Her research found that when you hold a power pose, there's an internal response. A chemical composition shifts within you. Holding a power pose helps you to reduce cortisol and increase testosterone. Now, cortisol is a chemical which our brain releases when it thinks we should be stressed, when it thinks it's time for a fight or flight response. Cortisol helps communication between the brain cells transmit signals of stress. Wake up, muscles, come on, get ready to fight or run. And so, in that specific way, cortisol is useful. But in terms of feeling calm and thinking well, cortisol interferes. When your cortisol levels are lower, you feel calmer, and the messages between brain cells are more positive. You're okay, you can manage. And so by lowering cortisol, you feel more confident and capable in your environment, and you tend to act accordingly. Now, you're familiar with testosterone probably. It's the male hormone, it's known as, and yet we all have testosterone. It's just more predominant in men. But testosterone helps you to feel strong, empowered, ready to take charge or take risks, make decisions and take action. So what Amy Cuddy is saying is that holding a power pose helps you to reduce cortisol and increase testosterone for a short while. Don't worry, if you're a woman, you're not going to turn into a man doing this. The chemical shifts are just temporary. But essentially the benefit is that you feel more calm and confident in those moments. You're triggering within yourself reduced stress, which makes you feel more capable, and then increased assertiveness, which helps you to take charge and take positive action. And you'll come across as more competent and confident and even in command. So if you're interested in learning more about this, then I would suggest start by watching Amy Cuddy's TED Talk on YouTube, or look her up online. Amy Cuddy is a social psychologist who teaches at Harvard University in America. So, of course, go ahead and feel free to do whatever research you want if that supports you more, but as they say, the proof is in the pudding. So let's get started. Now, here are 4 power poses that I suggest that you start to apply. Amy Cuddy gives you the instruction that you should hold the pose for 2 minutes, and so I would go with that and do so. 2 of these poses I'm about to show you are from Amy Cuddy's suggestions, and then I've added 2 of my own that I particularly like to do. So you're going to stand or sit in the pose and hold it for 2 minutes. While doing so, I suggest that you breathe a little deeper than usual and a little slower than usual. Get that oxygenation happening while you're doing your pose. I also suggest that you allow a slight smile to form on your face at times to signal the brain to release serotonin, that chemical which helps us to feel good. So breathe as feels good to you and smile and enjoy the poses. Now, the first pose is called Wonder Woman. Amy Cuddy's called it this, perhaps from watching the Wonder Woman cartoons or films or whatever the comic magazines were. And Wonder Woman stands with her hands on her hips sometimes. It's a great power pose. It's expansive. It helps you to feel in charge and in control. It's almost like a sports coach with a whistle in their mouth, ready to take charge of the team. So putting the hands on the hips with those fingers to the front and thumbs to the back, looking up slightly with a smile on the face, that is one excellent posture to do, and you can hold it for 2 minutes. All right. Now, moving on to the next one. The next pose is called Victory, and we've all seen it, and we've probably all done it at some point, hopefully. It's that sort of runner finishing and running through the finish line with both hands up in the air. Now, according to Amy Cuddy, you'd even do this if you'd never seen it before. It is a natural human response to a moment of elation. It's victorious, it's fantastic, I feel brilliant, I've just accomplished something. So it's that moment where we've got our hands in the air. Now I suggest, if you're holding this, as you should be for 2 minutes, to look up slightly but not too much. Careful to put your neck in a comfortable position, in a comfortable way. Also to keep your spine well aligned so that you're comfortable, but hold those hands high, clench the fists if you wish, and really bathe in that one. That's a very powerful pose to do. Okay, so there's the second one. You're going to do that in your own time, 2 minutes. Now, I've got a couple of my own that I particularly like, and again, I'm about to put an image on the screen of showing you how this can be done. This one is called Rocket Man, okay? And you'll notice that you're standing in a way, again, where your chin is up slightly, looking up, or eyes closed if you wish. Either way, it feels good. Your body is in a straight alignment, and it's almost as if you're wearing a rocket pack on your back, which is why I've called it Rocket Man. So you're rocketing up to the sky up above you, you're looking up slightly, and notice the hands are unclenched, softened, and yet fingers open and pointing downwards. Okay, so there's Rocket Man. Again, another one, really good one to hold for 2 minutes. Notice this automatically allows your sternum, the breastbone, to raise up slightly. The lungs can receive great oxygenation, and it feels good. That's Rocket Man. Now the third one is sitting down. So notice this picture. I'm sitting in a chair with my back aligned against the chair, and this one's called the Emperor of China. Well, that's what I've called it because I think years ago I saw a film or a documentary and I saw this guy playing the Emperor of China in his chair up high above his huge armies and looking over the plains of his land, feeling this incredible sense of aura and dominance over his armies. And so I thought, wow, what a powerful posture that is. So you can even do this sitting down and feel this way. Your back well aligned. Notice that my hands are on my knees, not back on my thighs with the elbows back towards the chair. No, hands palm down on those knees, like your arms are soft but as if they are sort of steel bars at the same time, positioned forward so that you're in a strong posture. Sit for 2 minutes, chin up slightly, slight smile on the face, and feel the power in your body. So there we go. That one is the Emperor of China. So you've got your 4 suggested power poses. 2 from Amy Cuddy, 2 from me, if I may add mine into the mix. You've got Wonder Woman, hands on hips. You've got Victory with your hands in the air, chin up slightly, smile on the face, feeling great. You've then got Rocket Man, hands open down by your sides as if you're taking off with a rocket pack on, chin up again. And finally, you've got the Emperor of China position, which is a seated power pose with your hands on your knees so that your elbows are forwards, chin up slightly, smile on the face, and feeling the power in your body. So I hope that this video has instructed you to understand more about how your physiology influences how you feel. There's wisdom to using your body to trigger positive internal responses. Use your power poses, lower your stress chemicals and feel more confident and calm. Practice your power poses, choose which ones you like best or apply them all. Remember, hold the pose for 2 minutes, Do it before going into that meeting or that job interview or that date. Find a private space, or even a toilet cubicle if you have to. Only you might not want to breathe quite as deeply in that case. But whatever the case, do your power poses, integrate them into your daily routine. Now, in the next video, I'm going to teach you a technique which reduces negative feelings very quickly. It's an incredible thing. So stay tuned, as they say, and be sure to watch the next video in this series as you continue reducing stress and anxiety and increasing your feelings of calmness and confidence.